They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. A good start. One play, 10 yards.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
They go play action here on first down. And he's caught downfield. It's Waller. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That ends up going for 31. On first down, this is McCaffrey. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
The Broncos 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And they've gotten a pretty good deal from the schedule makers as well. Home dates in Weeks 1 and 2.
And I would believe that they would need to take advantage of that, partner, because as you can imagine, the road dates will pile up later this season. So this is a great opportunity for them to put some early distance on the rest of the division and create a little bit of a cushion for them for later in the year.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. They'll drop to throw. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, on 3rd down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there, to pick up the first, Charles.
And you used the proper word there, dependable, and sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic. He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. On play action, they'll throw. Touchdown, Broncos!
Juju Smith-Schuster.
His first touchdown here of the new campaign.
And the Broncos will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Here we go, set!
Now Hall to start the drive. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll look to throw here. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
This is going to be the matchup to watch out on the perimeter, and it won't be the last time these two go at it. Both of them believe they are the superior. In this case, the win goes to the defense.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted.
And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal. They'll drop to throw. Touchdown! Darren Waller, a 7-yard touchdown.
Broncos are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And it's now 14-0. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Ball has it knocked loose. The Broncos say they have it. They do. And they put it on the ground here on the second drive. And, of course, Charles, that follows drive number 1 where they have the INT.
Makes you wonder what's going on with this team because a lot of times we can attribute it to nerves, but maybe it's a lack of focus. Maybe it is the preparation for the game. Maybe they just came into a little lackadaisical because that's just not looking good at all. That's just not the football that we came here to see.
18 yards that time to push him up first and goal.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at first and goal.
And it's caught. Only a yard in the completion. It's second and goal. Now back to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Darren Waller with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Broncos have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse if this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
They'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he will have the Bears first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. Now a play fake here on first down. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 41. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. 21-0 our score after 1. Second and 11 now. Back to throw here. Now he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. Fair to say it hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help, Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. They're going to look to throw. It's complete, Burks. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. From the 17, here's 2nd and 4. On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
They'll go with the keeper. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Facing this big first-half deficit, they keep the field goal unit on the sideline. They're going for it. They'll go for it. It's Hall. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. So he needed 1. He ended up getting 3.
And I really like the way he ran that one, too. That's really intelligent running because oftentimes a running back can get too greedy. Try and hit the home run on a play where you just need a few.
Touchdown, Bears! Logan Thomas, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Bears are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Well, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Jair Elam makes a pick, and the Bears are going to take possession of the football. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
He gets it underneath to Hall.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, they can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
They'll run with Hall. By the skin of their teeth, they are able to convert on 3rd and inches.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive. So the completion gets them just a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Back to throw. Batted at the line, but he still brought it in. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Touchdown!
Trailing Burks.
A 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Bears are back within a score. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They've seen their 21-0 advantage cut to just 7, so time to go back to work here, 1st and 10. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
This will be taken in by Michael Pittman.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down.
Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. And that's good for a gain of 6. And now it's 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down because they did not want to give the ball up here late in the half. They'd love to take the clock all the way down and score. This will definitely help the cause.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Open man right side is Shark.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Now a 2nd down and 6.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
He's going to drop this down to McCaffrey. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead. As it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
He'll look to throw. Got a man. It's Darren Waller.
Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick.
So we're at halftime here in Denver with the Broncos leading this one. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the 3rd quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the 2nd half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the 3rd quarter.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1.
Open man is Burks, and he's got him. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
They go right back to him for 20 and a first.
Couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
They go play action here on first down. He sets to fire deep. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Oh, that one's going to hurt big time because it's a one-score game, and they certainly thought with that throw they were getting a difference-making score right there.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted.
Picked up by Jamin Davis. And the Broncos are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. On play action, they'll throw.
As the crossing route, he finds Pittman. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Kenny Clark, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
20! And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards.
It doesn't look like this defense found the magic elixir at halftime. This offense was rolling in the first half, and that's continued here in the third quarter. Another big play right there.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Touchdown, Broncos! Darren Waller from 10 yards out.
And the Broncos go up by 2 touchdowns.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead now up to 14. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off.
This taken in at the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half.
They'll set up to throw.
Got an open man finding Jefferson.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 25 yards that time. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. That's taken in by Callaway.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Now back to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Rocky Sin. And the Broncos are going to take possession here at their own 33. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
He'll get this one to Pittman.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
This offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10.
They'll look to throw. Buying time to his left.
And this one too low.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now a pass that's taken in by Smith-Schuster. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 33. A good pickup there of 20 yards. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 down at the 33. From the shotgun to McCaffrey.
Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge. So many things have to go right for any passing play to work out. Quarterback has to understand the defense, deliver an accurate ball. Receiver has to concentrate and bring it in. Somewhere along the assembly line, something was off with that one.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 16. And they'll get 14 yards out of it and a fresh set of downs.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Oftentimes when you see a running back get bunched up in the backfield, it's usually because the defensive tackle is eating up blockers for others to make the play. Not in this case.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown.
Juju Smith-Schuster
with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Broncos are on their way to a 2-0 start.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because They're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again.
And he's got this to Jefferson.
And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 31-yard line. A very solid gain of 27.
Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them holding them under 200 today.
In a game that hasn't gone your way, you've got to throw in the end zone at every opportunity and hopefully climb back in as much as possible. He put way too much on that throw, though, and that shot ends up with nothing.
They'll look to throw again.
Open man, he's got Jefferson across the formation.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
They'll run with Hall.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago.
Breece Hall, his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bears have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the lead will be cut down to 14. And the Broncos are going to get the football. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
2nd and 14. It's caught by Bryant.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Well, clear running situation, trying to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And this is caught inside the 5. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Again, McCaffrey. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. It's a quarterback sneak, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown.
The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Broncos are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And a lead down to 3 touchdowns at 21.
And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And brought in downfield by Burks. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Back to throw now on first down. And his throw here's incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
He's got his man. It's Gallup. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 29-yard line. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That's caught once again by Gallup.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10.
Back to throw again. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Michael Gallup, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bears are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
After what they've faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
That one looks like he'll throw here.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first two throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Broncos, they used a favorable early schedule to their advantage as they move to 2-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for the Bears, they'll fall to 1-1. And they will get a home date next week as they will take on the Dallas Cowboys.